start with some opening remarks from you.
Well, it's you come back in these. It's OVC play, and you have back-to-back games. We had an 8 o'clock game, finished around 10 o'clock the other night, and then you turn around right away, and you walk into the arena, and everyone's back. It was awesome seeing the community back. I'm always going to start it with that because I respect how really starting with Dez and Ray within this team, and Coach Schneider and Coach Waldo originally. It's awesome to see the people there to watch us play, to talk about what time are you guys playing today, what time is the game. So you walk out of that tunnel and let's go, and it was awesome to do, and I'll keep on saying it. And then we came out again and had a really good start. I think it ended up being 7-2, 9-2. I thought our control of the game early was nice. I thought our tempo was really good. Did a good job moving the ball early and defending early. You could see the game plan was implemented, which is tough in a one-day prep, and we didn't go really live yesterday. As the game continued, we're up 15, gave up a 3. They go on probably a 10-0 run going into halftime. They come out at halftime, maybe go on a 4-0 run, or they hit a 3 or a basket, and then it ended up, I don't know if we ever lost the lead, but it got a little goofy there for a little bit. But that's what a well-coached team is going to do, and that's what a conference opponent's going to do, and then these guys did the rest.
Yeah, so coming into this game, you guys obviously had a quick turnaround. How did you prep for this, especially with Lindenwood having the same OVC record as you guys?
Yeah, this one was a little unique because we had a long break prior to Western. So Coach A.T. Ingersthorpe, veteran coach, big-time scout, did a heck of a job. He had presented the scout to me on either Monday or Tuesday of this week. So he and I kind of locked in Monday or Tuesday. We don't present it to these guys because I just want them to be able to go out and play. But as a staff, we have to be prepared. So we started on these guys on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday morning. He and I sat down and talked at length. It was also kind of unique because they had played Western Illinois, so it was like we watched the same game 3 or 4 times from different angles. And then they also just recently played Eastern Illinois, so that was kind of convenient and nice. But it started with AT, and then yesterday we met yesterday evening, walked through everything, went up and down on a couple things, got a good lift in, had another scout meeting last night at 8:30. And got ready to roll at shoot around today at 10:30 and game. It takes a lot of work for these guys to hold a team like that to 47 points.
Yeah, of course. And then, so there's an injury on the Lindenwood side
Yeah.
of the game. I know that kind of took a bit of time. So what does the conversation look like for you guys on the sideline before you get back into play for that?
Honestly, you're sadly as a coach and a team, you kind of stay in the moment initially. We thought something was a little different when Brian had come over and he had mentioned that too. I think they kind of ran into each other and just kind of said he was out. So initially you're kind of just in the moment, like you're drawing a play and it's like, what are we doing? You see everyone kind of huddle. And we walked out there. I walked out there with their staff and it was scary. I mean, it was scary. He was emotional. I'm not going to speak on him or for him like that, but I do know that it was really awesome to see him kind of stand up. I was really neat to see Lindenwood's entire staff right there. I don't know anything about him as a young man. I don't know their relationships, but I know that entire staff right there really cared for him right there, and he was in good hands because probably the kind of person he is. I think I think he's doing better now, but it's hard. Then you got to kind of shift back. And these guys did a really good job. They talked about it. No, we're going to respect him. We're going to respect, the thoughts, but we're going to go back and play right now. And it kind of was a little goofy for about a minute or two, I thought. But yeah, it's scary to see that.
Yeah, for sure. And then either Des or Miles, do you guys want to comment on that? Just like how you get back into that momentum of play?
I mean, definitely seeing that it was really hard, and I'm definitely going to be praying for him, and I hope he's okay and doing well. It was really hard to see that. I mean, especially like I was running down the court and I ran right to him when I seen him. So it was very scary. And then in that moment, you know, you want to make sure that he's okay, but at the end of the day, like, that's what's first. You got to make sure he's okay. And then once we were able to see him stand up and finally walk, it's like Coach said, like, you got to snap back to it and realize, okay, we got to finish the game. But at the end of the day, I'm definitely praying for him, and I really hope that he's okay.
Of course. And then, Des, we'll stick with you. So you had 15 points this game and 4 rebounds on top of that. Can you just kind of explain a little bit about that and just about the high pressure that was underneath the hoops, especially trying to get those rebounds?
For sure, rebounding. I mean, I know I had 4. That's one big thing that Coach B has been harping on me to get down there more and get boards. So I've definitely tried to progress and be more active rebounding. And then the points, I mean, it just flowed. I didn't want to overhunt, even though I took one. I know he's going to get on me in the film room about it.
Should be 6 or 7.
See,
actually, probably would have made the layup. There we go. But yeah, you know, I tried to let the game flow to me, and whatever happens, happens. So.
All right, and then over to Miles, we saw a pretty good game from you. You had some clutch shots in there. Do you just kind of want to talk a little bit about that for us?
Yeah. Obviously, first and foremost, I just want to thank Jesus Christ whenever I get the opportunity. But yeah, I think it was a good game for our team. I was a little bit frustrated early on. I thought I missed a few shots I was capable of making, but I'm just trying to, you know, keep playing hard and affect the game in other ways. And I thought, you know, a lot of the guys did a good job of picking me up through frustration, especially in that first half and at halftime, and you know, just relying on the guys around me to help me out with that. But it was, you know, it was a good win overall. I thought we had a lot of guys who played really well.
And then back to you, Brony, we'll kind of wrap it up here. Mm-hmm. So getting ready for EIU, what can we expect looking forward to that, especially with all the big teams who have perfect records in the OVC did have recent losses today as well?
Yeah, I mean, you're getting right. We play Tuesday, like the OVC. We the kind of the way with the 20 games now, the way it works out. I think you have 1 or 2 Tuesday games, so that's a quick turnaround. We happen to have ours early. Coach, he does a great job. You know, I respect the heck out of them. They're going to pressure you. They're going to play extremely hard. It's a quick turnaround on the road. We're going to go day of. It's a little unique to some other travel things. But, you know, these guys, I want them to appreciate what they did today. I want them to enjoy it today. We got to be safe and smart tonight, because especially with the weather and things like that. We'll get together tomorrow, and we'll switch it right back. And, you know, when you have the opportunity to be hungry, you know, whether it's after going 0-2 or now you go 2-0 this week, you want to stay hungry, and you know you find the things that are working. So this team is a together team. Like, you know, Miles, you know, he did like what he did tonight. He had a huge basket late, but he had some tremendous stops. He's very versatile in how we're defending now. And you know, some guy like Ring, he's not overly happy with, you know, not shooting well. I had no issue with any of his shots today. And he went in there and impacted us defensively right at the end of the game and had a huge stop, kept a bunch of balls alive for us to go get. So I think when we're getting ready for EIU, you have to always start with yourself. You have to, like, where can we improve? Where do we need to? Sometimes you're very critical as a coach too. Hey, we got to do this better. I got to do this better. Well, it's like, man, did we do anything good? And we did a lot of stuff good today. So we'll show them 1 or 2 of those things, maybe.
Of course. Thank you, Coach.
Absolutely.